Hey everyone, Kevin here with your 2-Minute Tuesday on May 2nd. Sunday we were talking about Nicodemus and his before and after, and we talked a lot about how he was kind of afraid before encountering Jesus, but he was curious about Jesus, so he approached him anyway. And this is what my takeaway for today is. You remember that Nicodemus, the last time he shows up in the gospel is when he joins in with Joseph of Arimathea and collecting Jesus' body and preparing Jesus' body for burial. And this was the comfort that I took from this, is that Nicodemus was so afraid early on. He was so surrounded by his peers, the Pharisees, and those on the Sanhedrin who had a growing distaste and disgust for Jesus. And yet he had, Nicodemus, a growing love for Jesus. Sometimes in our own path of faith, we are longing to follow Jesus and we think we're all alone in it. And it can be scary, we can be afraid, it can be hard, we could be discouraged, and all of that stuff. But think about Nicodemus and Joseph. They had each other. We learned that later on, right? that both of them were kind of secret disciples, but they both, in boldness, at a very dangerous time after Jesus' death, stood up in faith and supported one another in that. So my question for you is, if you are a Nicodemus, who's your Joseph? If you're a Joseph, who's your Nicodemus? And the beauty is, by being part of a faith community, such as church here at Hope, you're surrounded by people who can come alongside of you in this walk of faith and life. That is one of the greatest gifts that we have as brothers and sisters in Christ. So that is that we don't have to go through this all alone, but we have one another to stand alongside of one another, to lock arms together as we contend for the faith throughout this life and through whatever life brings us. I think that's a beautiful thing. And so, who is your Joseph? Who is your Nicodemus? That's my encouragement and my takeaway for us today. Hope you're all doing well. We'll see you soon. Thanks.